So now you know I'm not dead. At least, not right now. I mean, in 100 years, this video is totally not going to be accurate anymore. We're all going to die someday. Hey there, my name is Jonathan, and it's kind of been a while. I hadn't posted a new video in over 6 months. And even then, things had started to go downhill a little bit. So I figured I should fire up the old light boxes, open up Final Cut, and start making videos again. But right now, I don't want to start a new schedule or rebrand or any of those other things that people tend to do when they disappear for a really long time. I don't feel like it. Today, we're just gonna have a really nice heart-to-heart. The Whovians are really gonna love that one. So I'm gonna tell you guys a big story, and by the end of this, hopefully it'll make sense. I don't know. I thought about scripting this, and then I decided, no, that's taking time. I could just talk to the camera. 2 years ago this December, I had finished college, and I decided that instead of going to university or looking for any jobs that are related to my field, that I would try to become self-employed and make it on YouTube. I knew for a fact, and I still believe this, that if you put in a lot of work, that you can totally be successful at it. But at the time, I was still working at IKEA, and when I wasn't working, I was just way too exhausted to make videos. Then, me and Davison, who you may know from her Mentos bikini video that went viral, we decided to start our own channel called Regoat This. And we decided that we were going to run a conference called ViralCon. These two ideas kind of started growing at the same time. Obviously, organizing a conference is no easy task, so between YouTube and my job and that, it was just completely insane. So eventually, I quit. My job, not everything else. And this was basically a huge leap of faith for me. I was saying, this is gonna work, I'm gonna be 100% committed to this, and I'm going to make my dreams a reality. Then a couple of months went by, we did the conference, it went great, but our videos kinda suffered a bit. Then we put all of our efforts into Regoat This, our viral media channel. It was hard work, but we were doing pretty well because every single month we were making more money. In January, the whole ship your enemies glitter thing happened, and that was just amazing. But some of you might remember though, during that time I wasn't focusing on my own videos that much, and well, that was a bit of a problem. I've received a total of 2 checks from Google in the entire time I've done this channel. On Regoat This and all of the other stuff I was doing with Davison, we'd get one every month. So the sad reality was that this channel here, where I put the videos I like to make the most, just wasn't able to pay all the bills. And this totally sucked. YouTube went from being a thing that I just did for fun to being something that I was dependent on, and not in a good way. But around this time, and we're talking about January, when sales of glitter-filled envelopes were through the roof, I had some ideas. A lot of people struggle to find balance in their life, and although I'm getting better at it, I could definitely be the poster child for that. I want to learn instruments, languages, code. I want to socialize. I want to have a nice apartment. I want to cook awesome food and travel, and I don't know if I said this before, but I would really like to get into politics eventually in my life. I want to do hundreds of different things, and I want to do them really well, but sometimes you either don't have enough time, or you don't have enough focus, or you just can't internalize all of this, and to me that's a huge problem. So I have an idea for an app that can basically fix this problem of mine, but I don't know how to code, and I can't afford to hire programmers. So I was kind of stuck, like, what do I do? So at that point, the wheels started turning, I started learning programming, and I wanted to meet other people who were doing things like this. And I did. Which leads to the next chapter in this increasingly long story, where I teamed up with someone who had really awesome and complimentary ideas. That seemed a lot better of a visualization in my head, and then when I did it, I was like, I don't like how that looks. But I'm probably going to keep this and not cut it. What am I doing? So I teamed up with someone for this, and at first I thought I could do videos and this at the same time, but it quickly became apparent that that was not a good idea. So Regoat stopped. Videos on my main channel stopped. Eventually, even the daily vlogs and the weekly vlogs stopped. But that's unrelated, actually. So while I was working on this tech project, my money was running out and we weren't getting the grants we wanted, and I was just a big ball of stress. And I did not feel like making videos at all. Here's a graphic right here. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I count this, what I'm doing right now, pretty high on that graph chart thing. So eventually that project ran out of money and I got a new job, which I love actually. I work for a company called Skull Lab that makes these awesome online interactive workbooks for kids. And basically what I'm doing is kind of like a mix of programming and design, and it's hard to explain, but it satisfies both the creative and the logical side of me, and it's great. So I'm at a point where my hard work is starting to build up the pyramids of Giza known as Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And that's where this video comes in, obviously. And I'm actually even starting some other projects too. You know that app I was talking about? I just said, fuck it. I'm gonna build it on my own if I have to. I've already started building a really sketchy prototype in Excel. And well, it's gonna work. It'll be hideous, but it'll work. I just want to articulate the main motivation for that tech product is that it's something I deeply need. And then we'll go for the whole changing the world thing. So that's it, that's my story. I just want balance, and that means not cutting out anything completely, except meth. That I cut out completely, given the fact that it was never part of my life. And you have no idea how liberating it is to just film something and be like, I don't give a shit about how many views this gets. I don't care how many people press the like button, though, I mean, do it, it's cool. It does inflate my ego a little bit. It's really nice. It's just really funny to me that the more that I raised my production value, the more gear I got, the less it made me want to actually make videos. Isn't life weird sometimes? Anyway, as per tradition, we're gonna make a good exit, alright? Okay? Yeah, this video is over. Bye! That closing felt kind of weird for some reason, but it's fun to be silly sometimes. Anyway, like I said, there's not gonna be any schedule for videos or anything like that on this channel anymore, but I promise I'm not gonna just disappear forever. Well, I mean, I will one day. We all will, right?
But I will go down with this shit.
But yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.